It's Winning Wednesday today. It's another day in paradise and the weather is cool. The other thing is our market is cooling. Did you know that? Yes, we have 108 days of inventory, but it ain't moving that fast. It's moving half as fast as it did last month. So we're like almost in the middle of September and we're only selling 67 homes per day. That is not paying a lot of people that got paid, used to getting paid for the past couple years. So hopefully you're adjusting your marketing and whatever it takes for you to hone in on the business. It's not going to happen overnight. So whatever you're doing, you need to get that plan and that system together, get your database together, start making phone calls, start devoting 9 to noon to phone calls perhaps, then 12 to 4 for appointments. And then when you go home at night, you need to start doing some social media, hopefully video, which we're going to talk about today. If you don't have a Google business page, we're having the social media mega mastermind group. And right now we're talking about Google business pages. So you can certainly go on and get your Google business page with us at 8400 West Sahara every Friday from 9:45 to 10:45. We share ideas and we tell you what to do. Then you go and you try to do it. And if you have issues, you come back next week and we go over the issues. So it's working for many, many people that are joining our group, and they're learning a lot because this is an ever-changing world here out in the social media platforms, social mega platforms. There's tons of platforms now, so you've got to get your act together. We're going to talk about that today, a little bit more about that today. Let's talk about our inventory for just a second. We have 108 days of inventory. That's based on 89 sales per day, and we're only doing 67 for this month. So until the end of the month, I don't change that, and possibly it's going to increase, but we shall see, because the prices come down to 450, which, that's a big jump. That's a big jump from a couple months ago. So hopefully with the interest rates going up and the prices going down, and I see new loan programs going on that you can go and get on, the $10,000 buy down. There's so many things out there that you can do, and get your seller who has equity. They have paper equity. It's not like they're in their bank account. It's in the paper world. It's up there in the cloud, so to speak. So when you ask them, hey, I'm going to list your home, but we're going to offer $10,000 to the buyer to buy down the interest rate so they can buy your home. How great is that? Think about it. What an idea. Because they have lots of equity. And so it's at $450, median price, they have lots of equity. And the $1 million homes, I'm telling you, they're not changing. Even with the higher interest rates, there's a lot of cash deals and everything like that. So people are still buying $1 million homes. I did some research this morning. I went back to 2018 and I saw how the median price over the past 4 years hasn't changed from $1,450,000 to $1,550,000. Still, that's the sweet spot for the $1 million homes. And so that's what that says to me, is there's people in California and on the East Coast that are moving here with cash and or enough to put down to where they can buy down their own interest rate and they can buy those $1 million homes. So those are maintaining. We're still doing almost 5 a day. The investors, they're down to 35 sales a day, which is, gosh, that's a big part of the market, right? That's 30% of the market. Now, the single family homes that are in the median price of $450,000, that's 36% of the market. And then the $1 million homes are 10% of the market. So that's kind of how the market is spread out over there. I'm excited to tell you, if you use these stats and you want to get a farm, you'll know where to farm. You know what I'm saying? Go on the MLS and see, go on Remind and see people that have lived in their house for 12 years. They are probably ready to sell, and they've got lots of equity. Especially if they bought it back in 2008. Look up properties that were purchased in 2008. We did that. The first person we called, they bought their condo for $85,000, and we just sold it for $240,000. No brainer, right? And we gave the buyer's client $5,000. So There are deals to be made out there, and you just have to find them. And there's people that have been in their homes for 20 years or 15 years. They want to downsize. Target your market is what I'm saying. There are deals out there. We need to find them. We need to find them. They were there last month. They didn't all just evaporate. We don't have our pitch down. We don't have our story down. Our state of mind might be, oh, the sky is falling. Get rid of it. You're going to be okay. The market changes all the time. All the time the market changes. So don't fret. Just get your system going. And there's people out there that are going outside their comfort zone, and like Aaron Taylor always says, the only way that you're going to succeed in life is to get out of your comfort zone, and uncomfortable becomes comfortable with practice and action. That, I think he coined that. Even though, uncomfortable and comfortable, Tony Robbins has been saying that for years. But the point is, get out there and do things, make those phone calls, go knock on doors. Is it easy? No. Do you always know what to say the first, second, or third time? No. Do you get the door slammed in your face sometimes? Yes. But don't let that stop you. There's no success without failure. There's no success without uncomfortableness. Because when people get successful, it's because success means you're changing from here to here. And then from here to here, you're going up that ladder, and it's going to take some uncomfortableness to do it. But listen, everybody, you've got 67 sales a day is only 130 for people being paid. And last month, 228 people per day were being paid, taking the both sides of a sale. So I know a lot of you are out there probably panicked. I look at these numbers. You probably are. And especially if you got accustomed to last year's numbers, which were really something. And now they've gone down this year. Okay, so let's watch a way to perhaps go outside your comfort zone today. And I have a great gal, and she's from Arizona. And she's going to show you some really cool ways. And her name is Shannon Gillette. So put on your seatbelts. You're going to learn a few things here. And this gal has gone out of her comfort zone to increase her business to the point where she's going to give you some secret tips about doing a 1-minute listing video that got her 50,000 views in 1 week. And now everywhere she goes, because she's in these videos, people know her. Go figure that. Gary Vee said, go become the mayor. Go become the mayor of your town or your area. Just go start interviewing businesses. I mean, there's businesses all up and down in Las Vegas. So go in your area where your farm is and start doing some videos, and then once you get listings, this is going to be what you do. So I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to start this.
So I'll hit play here.
Shannon is one of the best and brightest minds in the real estate world.
Has over 100,000 views on my channel. The first kind of thing that you can do to implement on your YouTube channel, whether you're uploading your first video or you have lots of videos, is making sure your banner at the top of the page really explains who you are, what people will find on your channel. So this is my banner here at the top. And then the first video you'll want to record, if you haven't done so already, is an about you video. So I'm going to play the video that has over 100,000 views on my channel right now. That is basically to welcome somebody to my channel if they've never heard of Shannon Gillette, what makes us different in our team. So I'll hit play here.
Shannon is one of the best and brightest minds in the real estate world when it comes down to it. She is ranked top 1% in the entire state of Arizona, 40 under 40 list, as seen on TV, HGTV, CBS, you name it. Shannon's been a part of it in the real estate world, so I cannot wait to share her story.
We knew that we needed Shannon and the Gillette Group to help us buy a home. Shannon was fortunately able to find a home off market. Thanks be to God, we got into our home in June of 2020 and have loved it ever since.
The name Shannon Gillette just got over and over. She crushes it on video, she crushes it on Instagram, and she crushes it in her business. So Shannon, welcome to the podcast.
Shannon has worked her magic. She has this very large network of market opportunities, and she was able to link us up with the seller. He accepted our offer the same day.
We had an excellent experience. Shannon was really positive during the whole thing. We couldn't have wished this in our wildest dreams.
Hi, I'm Shannon Gillette, and I am a team leader and realtor at the Gillette Group. We are one of the top 20 teams here in the Phoenix, Arizona Southeast Valley.
Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Shannon_Gillette, and we'll see you next time.
All right, so that gives you an example that hopefully it helped you guys get to know me and my team better, but also gives an example of something that you can add to your channel. So you should definitely, step number one, if you are just getting started with YouTube, is getting that about you video produced. So I found my videographer, a local college student, a few years ago, and we've kind of gone on this journey together to produce video. I mean, a video like that does have a lot of like client interviews and a bunch of videos combined. But I mean, say you were to invest $300 to $500 into a video like this, it's going to help you sell more homes. So you can also visit my website, at some point today. Our website's GilletteGroupAZ.com, and our website's with Agent Image. We actually have won an award for being one of the best video websites out there. So I recommend getting as much video on your website as possible so people can really learn about you, and it really helps with that like.
Shannon is one of the best and brightest.
Now, this slide here is really just going to kind of talk about why realtors should be utilizing YouTube. It should really be a non-negotiable to implement video in your business. So if you are thinking of starting a channel or growing your current channel, this webinar is going to give you a lot of strategies, video ideas, and tactics that you can implement to help you sell more homes. So why YouTube? Well, I like to say YouTube requires a fairly small investment of time, but the payoff can be huge. Google found that 6 out of 10 people prefer watching YouTube versus live TV. I mean, most people don't even have cable anymore. They're streaming YouTube on their TV. They're going to YouTube to learn and even find a realtor. YouTube accounts for 37% of all mobile internet usage. And of course, I already mentioned YouTube is the second most popular website on earth. So got to be on YouTube. And how does YouTube help your personal brand? Well, if you were at the summit last week, you know that the agent of the future and the agent of now is the agent that has a great personal brand. And what better way to build your personal brand than getting in front of the camera and producing video and getting it out there? This is how people will learn to know, like, and trust you. And YouTube this year is my #1 lead source, where last year it was actually Instagram. So I was one of the early adopters of Instagram, where I had originally 2 pages, a business page and a personal page. My personal page was private. I didn't, let the world in on my personal page, but I decided in 2016 to delete my business Instagram page and let the world in on my daily life, behind the scenes, on my Instagram. And that was so successful for me, where I was getting all of these come list me calls, people following me on Instagram. They really felt like they knew me because I share my personal life, that I have 3 kids, that we're really involved in our church, that, we sell real estate. And I thought to myself, well, can that same type of thing that is really trending on Instagram right now, letting people in on your daily life, can that transition over to YouTube, where it's not just nonstop listing videos? Because most realtors, if they have a YouTube channel, it really is just a lot of listing videos, and you're not necessarily going to be found by people searching, or people could get bored of just watching listing videos. So over the past year, I've really tried to build my YouTube channel and bring in more than listing videos. So we're going to talk about that today and what you can do. So speaking of listing videos, you definitely should be producing a professional video for every home you list. Our market has shifted. Sellers care more than ever who their realtor is. They are going to be hiring realtors that can market their home. And what better way to market a listing than creating a listing video? But I personally believe the days are over where you can just film a video, maybe a 2 or 3 minute video of the drone of the home or around the house, and you're not anywhere in the video, I think if you're not on your video, you're missing out on a lot of potential business, because this is how people will know, like, and trust you. I'm now recognized in my town when my family and I go out to dinner. I mean, people come up to me and they're like, oh, I watch your YouTube videos. I feel like I know you. I now go to listing presentations and people open the door and say things like, you're much taller in person. You know, they feel like they already know me. And what better way to go into that listing presentation already having that know, like, and trust. So I want to share an example of a listing video and what we've done over the years. I've created my own series for homes that we list. It's called a Home of the Day video commercial. And we like to do a 1-minute video because the average human attention span is only 8 seconds. So your listing videos, I feel if it is more of a basic home, you really can get a lot in that minute. So I'm going to hit play here just so you can see an example of our listing videos. We take this video and we target market it on all of the best social media platforms. Our average video right now is getting 50,000 views within the first week. This completely impresses our sellers so much that right now we actually have other licensed local realtors asking us to list their home so their home can get this level of exposure.
Today we are featuring a newly built custom home here in the heart of Queen Creek, complete with an RV garage and a large backyard. Welcome to the Home of the Day. I'm Shannon Gillette with the Gillette Group at Launch Real Estate. This property is so special. Not only does it sit on a large lot with a beautiful pool, but you'll find plenty of garage space and RV gate. And when you walk through the front door, you'll immediately notice the tall, massive ceilings and upgrades throughout. It's also close to everything.
So that gives you an example of one of our listing videos. Fairly easy to produce. It involves you getting in front of the camera. I used to start my videos with welcome to the Home of the Day. I'm Shannon Gillette with the Gillette Group at Launch Real Estate, but we've started to now add a hook in the beginning, which I think is important to do before your intro. So, you know, if you're looking for a great RV garage, you won't want to miss this video, something like that. And with our videos, we are literally selling our listings to people that were scrolling through Facebook, that were on YouTube, that were playing online video games and saw our video commercial and scheduled a showing and bought the home. So it's so powerful. And with the video, you also have to have a call to action. So what we do with every home we list is we actually build a property website. They have their own domain name, and you can actually have a tracking pixel ID on the back end so you can continue to market to anybody that visits the website. And what I personally love about them, require anybody to register, because right now, if you're marketing your listings and people get a pop-up right away that says, hey, give me your email address, if you do a survey, 99% of people are going to click off and probably never look at the listing or get frustrated, maybe copy and paste the address and go to Zillow and look at the home. So if you're not doing listing websites, I highly recommend having that call to action because it's so powerful and sellers are so impressed. They're sharing it on their social media platforms and it just looks so well polished versus sharing the MLS link or a Zillow link. So listing videos, number one, you should be doing those on every home you list.
Today we are featuring a newly built.
In addition to listing videos, I have 3 kids. I'm a mom. If I were to ask myself who my ideal client is, it's actually a mom like me with kids. And I recently closed a home to some clients, a $950,000 home, some clients moving from California that found me on YouTube. And I asked them, I'm like, why did you choose me to be your realtor? And they're like, Shannon, it was the post with your kids of like what to do for fun. And they, you know, they followed me on Instagram, found me on YouTube. And they're like, we felt like we knew you, we liked you, we trusted you, and could relate with you. And the only reason they were able to do that is because my face is on video, and we only met a few times in person when they were in town from California, but video was able to build that relationship. So what I have started to do is incorporate my kids. I've just started a new series where we're going around town. I invested in a nice new camera that was less than $1,000, and now they're taking the camera to some of their favorite hotspots and what they like to do, because again, my kind of ideal client is that mom with kids. And also, we have so many people moving to Arizona. They want to know what is there to do in Arizona. So this is a video example, just people around town.
Welcome to my home here in Queen Creek. And if you are a mom like me, you may be looking for ideas to keep your kids busy and cool this summer. So today we have a fun show planned. I'm a little nervous because for the first time ever, my 3 boys are going to take over the episode. They have a lot of fun things planned. They're going to take you to their favorite hotspots here in the Queen Creek area.
My name is Brady, and today we're gonna go to Fat Cats and Elevate. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We got something brewing that'll make you move. Oh, it's shining and I'm brighter than the moon.
Our first stop is here at Fat Cats. It just opened at Queen Creek. Here you can find putt-putt, movie theater, arcade, bowling, and a...
So that gives you guys an example of, this gives you guys an example of how you can take your personal brand and put that over on YouTube. So if you're using Instagram well, people should know the things that are important to you. If you are a single guy that likes to hike, or you have a dog, you know, you could do a video on your favorite dog parks or your favorite restaurants. So I really encourage you guys to think outside of the box of just using your YouTube for listing videos and help people get to know, like, and trust you through your video content. So that is an example of just more of like a round.
So she shared a lot of ideas there. One is, one I want to bring up is that she used to be on Instagram as a business page, but then she decided to create, but she did have a personal, Instagram page. And on her personal page, she consistently kind of recorded what she did on a daily basis, but nobody could see it. And then because it wasn't getting the traction that she wanted, and she decided to go over to YouTube because she's a Tom Ferry coached human being, and he suggested that she segue over to YouTube, which she did. Excuse me for a second. So she segued over to YouTube, and then what she did on her, she continued to do her personal videos, but made them public on Instagram. So that was step 1. Then she went to her YouTube and created a channel, made sure that she had a good header. And there's, just Google it, how you do a good header. Sorry. Anyway, so then she went to her YouTube and she started doing videos. And because somebody told her what to do, which is to create listing videos and then to do videos about what's going on in her town. And as you saw with her kids, which if you have grandkids or if you have neighbor kids or somebody, kids are great to show what's going on in the town. And that brings a whole new dimension perhaps to your sphere of influence. Anyway, one of the things that she did is she did a website for each one of her listings, which you can do with Agent Formula. And Agent Formula, you create a landing. First of all, you do your video, you create the landing page, you put your video into the landing page, and you name it 123 Banana Street. And now you have your listing has its own website, which your client can share, you know, with their friends and family. And now you can use it as on Facebook as a landing page. Like you want to see the rest of this home or whatever you want to say. It has RV parking. Like she brought that out on her video, and you want to be in the video. That's very important. And then you put it on YouTube. You can feature your video on YouTube. And the other thing, not to get too technical today, but you can do YouTube Shorts then. Shorts have a different algorithm than your YouTube channel videos. And I highly recommend that you do YouTube Shorts for your videos that are short videos for your listings that you are in. And it's just like a 60-second commercial. with you in it and say, and hook the price. Are you looking for RV parking? Are you looking for a new home in Las Vegas? Are you looking for a home in Summerlin? I mean, that's a hook, because that's going to be in your keywords and in your and you're going to be tagging those locations, which brings me to another tip. You want to go to geoimgr.com, and any photos that you have, you need to geotag them. Geotag your photos, wherever they are, on your website, on that landing page, if you're doing a carousel, maybe on the video or whatever. Geotag your photos. Very important for Google. And you have to understand, Google is getting 8.5 billion searches a day. 8.5 billion searches a day. And 46% of those searches are local, meaning that they're localized. So those people are looking for local restaurants, real estate agents, shows in Vegas, whatever. And if you have your photos geotagged, which they'll come up then in Google, in a Google search. And so Google's the number one search engine. YouTube is number two. But then somewhere in there, the Google images are between 1 and 2. So 1.5, I don't know how they do that, but anyway, you want to geotag them so that when somebody searches Las Vegas, whatever, maybe you took a picture of, the Smith Center or something, and you geotagged it, and people are looking, and you say the Smith Center plays in Las Vegas or something. When people search that, that image is going to come up. So anyway, there's lots of tips and tricks that you need to learn how to do in this ever-changing market that we have, in the ever-changing social media world that we live in. And if you're not doing video, I don't know what to tell you, because that's where people are migrating to. Videos, short videos. How great is that? I mean, at least they're not asking you to do a 20-minute video. They're asking you to do a 1-minute video, a 30-second video, a 2-minute video. Those are easy to do. And if you have the Agent Formula website, and I have to pitch what I sell, what I've created, because we created that for you all, and you can do your video page now becomes 123 Banana Street. It becomes a landing page for you to capture business, and it becomes a short video on YouTube. So many uses for that landing page. And then you have all those 55, 56, 57 videos we already have that you can download and make clips of for your YouTube channel. You can't, I'm not making this stuff up. It's like a powerhouse of tools for you. So anyway, let's segue till today. And we'll get more into this as time goes on, but I don't want to, I'm a fire hose of information, so I don't want to give you too much and make you overwhelmed. So today we have crypto, and crypto is being presented by Kyle Wallace of Driggs Title. He knows the ins and outs of crypto and real estate and blockchain. That is at 12 to, let's see, what time is it? 12 to 1 o'clock. And he will be presenting, and then we have a half hour for lunch, and then we have Airbnb. Airbnb is sold out, but crypto isn't. So anyway, and there could be standing room only, because if you want to hang around for the Airbnb, come to crypto, hang around for the Airbnb, that's fine. We can hold as many people as we can hold. So we invite you to come, and it's going to be a great 2 little short, not to overwhelm you, about blockchain and crypto technology and real estate, and then the Airbnb industry. There's guidelines, there's do's and don'ts, and it'll give you great insight into that, because I'm sure people are asking you about it. Then next week we have our CE class on law, and that is 2 to 5 on next Thursday. I know everything's normally 10 to 1, but we've had a little hiccup there, and it's going to be 2 to 5, which is 3 hours of CE required credits in law. And Jimmy it's a new class. He created it. It's called The Attorney General is on the Line. It's a fantastic class. You will learn so much about being compliant and what the laws are and how to adapt to them and what not to do, what to do. And you can sign up at bee.vegas. And then, of course, on Fridays, we have our social media mega group, which is growing every Friday. We get more people joining us, more ideas that people are sharing, more questions people have. We give out more information so that you can help get your system together for your social media exposure and your branding. It's also important, and moving forward, you're going to have to do it. Let's make 2023 one of the best years you've had. And believe me, don't be discouraged about the market. Make your own market. That's what it's all about. So we will see you on Friday, hopefully from 9:30 to 10:45. People usually show up around 9:30. We officially start at 9:45 and we go to 10:45, because then at 11 o'clock, we're having 100 Days to Greatness with Brian Buffini. And that class is not filled. You could still sign up. You just have to watch the previous 3 videos if you'd like to. We're on week 4 of 14. Great to recharge your business, or if you're just new in real estate, to get the going in the right direction with the right systems. So that's your strategy. The right things at the right time with the right strategy. So good luck, everybody. I will see you Friday, and we'll continue our little tips and tricks for your social media exposure and things that you should be dabbling in and start doing. And we might even talk to some, I think Tom Ferry interviewed some agents, 3 agents who are new to the industry and how they got started. And you will be blown away by that on Friday. So I love you all. Have a great day. Like, love, subscribe. Just give me some